welcome back to my channel. My name's Chantel if it's your first time here. So today I just wanted to carry on from my last video, which was get real with God, get real with yourself, get real with others. And I just thought, you know, when you get real with God and when you get real with yourself, it's hard to get real with others, you know, depending on what God has placed on your heart, depending on who God has revealed, depending on what God has revealed to you, like what that revelation is of who you are. It can be kind of tricky for a number of reasons. It could be like, really is that what you want me to do? Or it could be like, oh, you know, like everyone's doing that, or like, you know, people have got so far with that. Who am I to do this? Who am I to create something new when it's already been created and it's already on a certain magnitude? Do you know what I mean? But so I've been reading a book called Without Rival by Lisa Bevere. It's this one. I don't think the lighting is going to pick it up, so what I'll do, I'll just put in the description below. But I've been reading this book and it's literally so amazing. I'm not finished yet, but so far it just speaks to that identity in Christ, that, you know, that child of God. Something that really stuck out to me so far, that since I've been reading, is God created you uniquely. Like there's no other person like you. Even so, like there's no one else like you. I say that stuck out to me, and I thought to do this video based on what my last video was, because it's like, no matter what God tells you to do, no matter what God has revealed for you to do, whatever your purpose is, whatever your calling is, they're the same thing, I think. But yeah, it doesn't matter who else has done it. It doesn't matter how many people are doing it, who's done it before you, or if you think you can do it or not, because no one can do what God's called you to do but you. So for instance, if God's told you to write a book, or do YouTube, or, you know, Instagram, or work in a certain industry, or, you know, go on a certain career path, or whatever God told you to do, no matter how many people are doing it, no one can do it the way you can, because God created everybody uniquely. So for instance, YouTube, I could say, oh, but you know, like everyone, like, you know, there's so many people on YouTube, like everyone does this, you know, I want to encourage people and motivate people, but so many people are doing that. There's so many people talking about God and lifestyle and blah blah blah. But God created me uniquely. So no matter how many people are doing a video on purpose, or single and waiting, or whatever, no one of those videos, so let's say 3 people did a video on single and waiting, or the video just done before, all 3 videos are going to be completely different. Like, as in, when people are watching it, they're going to grab something that they wouldn't have grabbed from the other video, because the way you're going to say it, the way you're going to present it, the way you felt what you're saying, the way you've internalized your experience, no one can deliver it the way you can deliver it. Therefore, what God's called you to do, only you can do. So yeah, definitely read this book. It's quite annoying that you can't see it, but I'm going to link it below. I'm going to link it below. And yeah, so it kind of led me to one of, I have quite a few favorite scriptures, but this is one of them when it comes to calling, when it comes to, you know, my journey, on what kind of God wants me to do, on the purpose of my life. And it's Matthew 5 verse 13 to verse 13. It's when he talks about salt and light. It's his sermon on the mount. And it says, you are salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? Like, question mark. If it is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled on. So it's like, how I read this and how I understand this is like, God has created you in a certain way, right? And it's meant to be you, and we're meant to do a certain thing, we're meant to live a certain life. But if we lose that uniqueness, if we lose that thing about us, what use is it? Like, it's not going to benefit it's not going to benefit the world, because every single person has a part to play in the world. God has made it that way. So if you lose your uniqueness, or you sort of suppress your uniqueness, right, and you think, oh, but everyone does that, or, you know, who am I to do it, and not really value your uniqueness to like hit the ground running, what use is it? Do you know what I mean? And obviously not in a sense that you're going to be trampled on, but it's like, you just like, you've thrown away your greatness, your amazingness that God's created you to do, and you will do that on your own if you don't understand your uniqueness, which goes back to get real with God, get real with yourself, then get real with others. What does it say? Yeah, so yeah, that's what it says. But yeah, so understand who you are. Understand who God has created you to be. You are created uniquely. No one can do what you do the way you're going to do it. So don't let that deter you, because, you know, you think, or even like stuff like age or race. Growing up, you know, I think our parents from that generation who like had just come to the country, a lot of them thought, oh, you know, we're black, we don't get those kind of jobs, or like it deterred some of them, not everyone, because I mean, in like we see today black people and people of color and people of the minority get certain roles, and they're literally penetrating these circles. But I feel back then a lot more people be penetrating the circle now. If it didn't deter people back then thinking, oh, you know, we're black, or I'm a woman, or whatever, to go for certain things. So don't let your uniqueness that God has created you to be deter you from certain things because you think you're not good enough, or you think, oh, you know, like people have done that before, people before me. No, you are created individually, uniquely. He loves us uniquely. Like there's no one else like you. So, you know, really take time to understand that. Take time to really bathe in that, really soak that up, that you are unique. I mean, read that book. I haven't finished it, but so far it's amazing. And I know there's many other books and many other sources or resources, I don't know why I said sources, I meant resources, to use. You know, there's always the Bible, like I said, like that's one of my favourite scriptures, Matthew 5:13. It's taken out from his whole Sermon on the Mount. This, oh my God, I could be here for days naming how many different scriptures there is. I mean, that's what the Bible's there for. It's there as a open book, as a that's not really the word I want to use. It's like the word is not coming to me right now, but it's us and God. Like through that book we can understand God and understand who we are in God. But there was a word I wanted to use, but I can't think about it, or it's not coming to me, but you get the gist. But yeah, so faith, you know, it all comes into having faith of believing and trusting when God reveals who you are to you. Like when he reveals, when he tells you who you are, it's just having that faith in him and trust in him to just take it, internalize it, feel it in its entirety, and just go for it. Because I mean, in the world we live in today, everyone's doing everything. People are so opinionated, you know, so there's so much going on that just kind of block that out as hard as it can be. And sometimes you need to, again, go to your quiet place, go to that wilderness and refocus, regain that, your, regain focus. I think I just said that, but yeah, regain the vision and then go back out. Because again, the world is just so and you can just feel like but we don't have time for that. Time is of the essence. Life is short. I mean, look at 2020, look at the way 2020 went. And if we're just letting the world control us, and rather than, if we let the world control us rather than live in the world and navigate through the world how God has called us to navigate, we're just going to be swallowed up. It's just going to eat us up and spit us out, and we're going to think, oh my God, like, when did I get to 50? when did I get to the 50? And yeah, where's my life? Well, not when you get to 50 life is gone, but I mean now 27, time is going. I turned 21 just the other day. I mean, even when I'm telling this story, or the story I spoke in my last video, and I'm thinking, oh my god, like literally it just felt like yesterday that I had this revelation. It felt like yesterday that I was in this pit in my life, and now I'm here, and like life just goes so quickly, and just like that I'm going to be 30, just like that 40, and you know, time just goes. So time is of the essence. Just do what you need to do. Go to that quiet place, spend that time with God continuously. I mean, for me, I have to continuously go back. I have to continuously go on social media fast and stuff like that, because if not, like literally, like I said, the world will just consume you, and you can, no matter how strong-minded you are, you constantly need that quiet place, because it's so easy to get lost in it and just be scrolling. It's so easy, and as you're doing that, all this stuff is going into, like, your mind is like a sponge, and it's just soaking all these things up. So yeah, do what you need to do. Get real with God, get real with yourself, get real with others. So I guess this is kind of like part 2, but I'm not going to name it part 2, but this is off the back of my last video. So I hope that has encouraged someone. Definitely read this book, honestly. I like reading, but I'm not the best reader, like can really finish in books really quickly. So I don't really have like loads of books to tell you to read, or like, you know, yeah, I don't really have a list, but this is one of the ones I am reading, and so far so good. It's really amazing. I mean, just that bit of God loving us uniquely, that's literally just a sentence in the so far, and I mean, there's been so much more I've gained from reading this book. So yeah, definitely read it if you can, if you're a reader. I don't know if there's an audio, but yeah, definitely grab the book. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I always want you guys to enjoy the video. I always want you guys to feel encouraged. So please like, comment, you know, and subscribe, so you can, what's the thing people say, hit the notification so you can get notified when I post a video. But do that so you know when I post a video, and I hope to see you here again. Bye bye.